comedian of the night. You guys have been a great audience, by the way. Yeah, it's so much fun. You're so much fun. That's fun over here. That's fun right here. That was much fun. But every last Tuesday, come and check this out, and I know that you're going to enjoy it, and with these guys. But put your hands together. Very funny and talented. You might have seen This American Life. You heard him on that because you can only hear that show, and you can see him at his own monthly show that's called "And I Am Not Lying" at UCB East. Whatever, it's another place. Don't go there. Put your hands together. Jeff Simmermon, everybody. Jeff Simmermon.
Hey, thanks guys. Thanks for your patience. Man, if you want people to stop asking you when you're going to get married and get in your business about that, it's very simple. Just get divorced. Get divorced, nobody says shit about shit anymore. You know what? We're so happy for you. You appear to be doing well. Hey, thanks. Thanks. Another upside, you get to eat so much ice cream, you guys. And nobody says shit. I pioneered this move, right, where you take a pint of Ben & Jerry's, and if it's just the right temperature, you can work the spoon down into like the core, the chocolate core, get the core kind. You work the spoon down into the chocolate core, and then you're straddling a garbage can, and you pull it out. I call it the sad King Arthur. You pull the whole thing out and just eat it. And you don't feel any better at all, but you've got to do it. That's, I think, what's important. Yeah, I'm getting divorced. I also, I'm looking for a job. I'm at a crossroads. All I want to do is this, but I got a fake ass job right now. I'm looking for another fake ass job. What do you do for work, man? You're a what? Yeah, that's a real ass job right there. Real ass. Any job you got to take a shower after is a real ass job. How about you, man? Nothing? I don't believe you, but okay. How about you, man?
I'm a CNA.
You're a CNA also? Is there a CNA convention in town? Or like, how about you? Obviously you're pulling the oars in this relationship. What do you do?
That's my dad, but
That's your dad.
yeah.
Right, you still might be pulling the oars. Depending on how much of a shitbag your dad is.
Tech sales.
Tech sales, fake ass job. You got a fake ass job, don't you? It's alright, baby. I got a fake ass job, right? My grandpa was a welder at NASA. Every day he worked on a line with a whole bunch of other World War II vets, and they welded and they eventually assembled what became the Apollo 11 moon lander. It's on the surface of the moon right now. He did it with his hands. Who here has calluses on their hands that did not come from CrossFit, right? My dad was in the CIA, and during the 70s, he had better intel on Soviet supply chain infrastructure than the Soviets had. I edit tweets for a shampoo company. I edit tweets for a shampoo company, I don't have any fucking hair. Fake ass job. Think about the difficult... Yeah, it's fake. I don't do anything real. Think about the hard conversations you gotta have at work. I'm sorry, nurse, the patient appears to have died. That's one you might have had. You can have it if you haven't. Right? My grandpa went to work one day and noticed the heat shielding was loose on the space shuttle. He had to go find the guys that did a shitty weld on the first space shuttle, fire them, and then fix the shuttle with his hands that he had used to kill Nazis. Alright? My dad had to tell Ronald Reagan to his face across a table that the people we had been arming against the Soviets in Afghanistan, come to find out, Mr. Reagan, turns out they're the world's biggest heroin dealers. We just learned that and gave them all their leftover guns first. Migraine day for Dad. I had to tell a 26-year-old girl that still lives with her parents that her tweets were not in the brand voice. And she needed to redo them. She went to the bathroom and she cried. Fake ass job. I don't know how to do anything of value. I do, like Pat said earlier, I do have a variety show at UCB East once a month, and it's stand-up, burlesque, storytelling, sideshow, sometimes live bands. And I want to tell you all about my new favorite band. It's a father-son trio. The drummer's 19, guitarist is 17. Or I'm sorry, the guitarist is 52. The drummer's 19, the singer's 17, guitarist is 52. It's a trio called Vomit Fist. It's a death metal band. They're like super into it. It's a family affair. It's very exciting. They came to my show. They brought 150 people. I didn't know 150 people like death metal like in total, but they all came. All their songs are like 40 seconds long. So they're like, okay, here's our next one. It's called, and then they're just like, we have time for one more. Like, fucking awesome. They played 40 songs in 3 minutes. They wear corpse makeup. It's all white makeup with like black eyes on it. They chew on blood capsules while they play, so it's just like, it's just blood everywhere. While I was helping them to load out after the show, we carried all the amps out to Avenue A and we're setting down. And then the dad was like, I'm gonna go get the van, we'll load this back up and we'll be on our way. And the boys, right after he left, went back in the bar to rap with some girls. They're very excited about this. Never been to a bar before. And I just sat there texting, and the van came back around, and the dad got out, and he was like, where are the boys? And I said, oh, they're just in there and talking to those girls. And you know a dad is pissed off, right? You know a dad is pissed when he chokes the cuss back, when he's just like, son of a mother, how many? Get out here! And the kids come out and he's like, how many fucking times do I have to tell you when we have a show, you stay with the equipment at all times? All times, okay? We worked very hard for this together over the summer. This is in New York City. Somebody could come out of the night, steal our amps, and then where would we be as a band? Huh? I don't care what those girls want to say to you. This is about band business. These amps don't grow on trees. And the kids were like, okay, Dad, okay, we're sorry. But they were all still wearing the corpse makeup with the blood. It's just like a death metal dad lecture in hell. I don't listen to their stuff, but I wear their t-shirt every day. When you guys got here tonight, were you guys propelled by the same like thin wave of hatred that gets every New Yorker from point A to point B? Where like you moved here from a place where people are nice, right? Like the South, where I'm from, the Midwest, and then or whatever, wherever you came from. I'm going to the South and Midwest, and I don't know. The South people tell you to have a blessed day. They really are blessing your day. I'm just like, my grandpa just died. But thanks. Anyway, you just there's nice people underneath that stuff, You just got to scrape away the hatred that's still there. I was getting on the train a couple months ago. I got 2 bags of groceries coming from Whole Foods. The bags are wet, right? So they're sagging, they're straining. I was like, oh God, I'm already furious because I'm now can't afford my rent, right? I'm getting on the train. Some dude just came up behind me as I was going to grab the pole, grabs my shoulder like a door that had gotten stuck. He just goes, and then grabs the pole. My bag's ripped and all my groceries just go like down the train. I was like, son of a bitch. And I go to pick him up and I'm wearing a messenger bag and it comes up and I think it bumped the lady behind me a little bit because it just heard like that. I was just like, is that brother? And I go to pick up the groceries again, and I know it was bumping the lady behind me because she goes, I said. And like that was all it took. A second, I'm ready to go, man. I'm the guns in that room. I was just like, oh, is my bag touching your arm like a tiny bit and like moderately inconveniencing you right now? Is that the issue? She answers me by holding the pole, looking Jonathan Zizmore in the eyes, and questioning the way my mother raised me, being like, some people got no home training at all, don't respect no space, nothing. They're just pushing people around, thinking about what they got to do. And then right then, this Puerto Rican dude that saw the whole thing jumped up and he goes, you need to shut the fuck up, bitch. You don't know the challenges he faces in his life right now. Right? You crying about a bag touching you on the arm. You got $1,400 worth of motherfucking soup cans and grapefruits rolling up and down the F train, all right? You need to get a point of view. You need to get some perspective, see your place in this world, step back, and then shut the fuck up on it, bitch. Am I wrong? Sets me up. And on the inside, I was like, oh man, I would have put that very differently. But I was just like, yeah, that's basically how the shit went down. And she's just like, oh, I see. Well, I have several extra bags right here. Would you like them? And I was like, yeah, I'll take your fucking bags. Sure, that'd be great. Okay, sure, here we go. We're just spiking my groceries into these bags. Like, loaf of bread, 2 cans of soup, another loaf of bread, more soup, just packing them in there like packing a musket. She's like, do you have some more bags? You want some more bags? I would hate for these to rip. They're very thin. I was like, yeah, it's a super idea. train, just like, for several stops. And then the train goes, ding. She got up and left and said, have a blessed day, baby. And I never saw her again. So I hate this city, but I can never leave it. You guys are great. Thank you.
And you guys can go as soon as she gives you your way.